Join us on this episode of Hollywood Insiders as we sit down with the legendary R&B group Ray, Goodman and Brown. Known for their smooth harmonies and chart-topping hits, the group formerly known as The Moments discusses their incredible 19-year journey, changing their name, and the stories behind classics like Special Lady and Love on a Two-Way Street. Discover what has kept their music relevant for decades and what they are up to today. What was Ray, Goodman, and Brown's biggest hit? They achieved their greatest success in the 1970s, with hits like Love on a Two-Way Street and Look at Me, I'm in Love. In 1978, they changed their name to Ray, Goodman, and Brown and continued to have hits, including Special Lady. What happened to Ray, Goodman, and Brown? On July 26, 2010, Goodman died at the age of 67 in 2012. Harold Eben Brown rejoined remaining original member Billy Brown to re-record The Moment's Greatest Hits Volume 1. It was released in April 2014 on the Universal Music Group label, featuring the vocals of Harold Eben Brown and Billy Brown only. What is Ray, Goodman, and Brown's musical style? Ray, Goodman, and Brown's legacy is not only marked by their chart-topping successes, but also by the lasting impact they've had on the soul and R&B music landscape. Whether as The Moments or as Ray, Goodman, and Brown, the group was consistently one of the most reliable and enjoyable soul groups of golden age of soul music. Are Ray, Goodman, and Brown still together? Sadly, on July 27, 2010, Al Goodman died suddenly, leaving a legacy as a great entertainer and a soul legend. And now past age 80, Billy Brown is still recording as a solo artist. His single You're So Fine climbed the charts in 2024, and he is working with producer Ronnie Song on a new album, part of the generation of soul music groups that arose in the late 60s and early 70s. The combination of Harry Ray, Al Goodman, and Billy Brown became most notable as perhaps the greatest live performing group of that elite bunch. While many groups of that era had more successful recording careers, few have equaled the stage presence and consistent crowd-pleasing shows of RG&B. The trio was brought together by Stang Records in 1970 as replacement. Members of the label's soul group The Moments. As The Moments, they hit the top of the pop and soul charts in 1970 with the falsetto ballad Love on a Two-Way Street that began a string of major soul hits throughout the 70s, including If I Didn't Care, Gotta Find a Way, Sexy Mama, and another soul chart topper, Look at Me, I'm in Love. As the decade came to a close, the group experienced significant creative differences with Stang and label founder Sylvia Robinson, later known as a rap pioneer through her Sugar Hill label. Unfortunately, Stang owned The Moment's name, and the group's departure from the label meant leaving their well-established moniker behind, a tough pill to swallow after a decade as The Moments. They signed with Polydor in 1979 and decided to simply label themselves Ray, Goodman, and Brown, in part because, as Goodman would later say, no one can take our names from us. Their Polydor debut was a masterpiece, led by the #1 crossover hit Special Lady. In a time of disco domination, an album featuring ballads with rich harmonies and casual repartee among group members clearly appeared out of place, but it was just what weary soul music fans were looking for, and the LP shot to the top of the charts. In fact, the first side of the disc, featuring Special Lady, Inside of You, Slipped Away, and This Is the Way Love Should Be, was the best album side of that year and most other years. and created a whole new following for the group among fans who didn't know that Ray, Goodman and Brown, was the moment's renamed. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Hollywood Insiders, featuring Ray, Goodman, and Brown. Please support the podcast by liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for watching.